Hi, Dorian. How's it going? So I've been working on the framing 3D model a little bit and also kind of thinking about the TV location issue that you brought up. And I have, it's kind of the same location. And I know you were talking about switching it to the other side, um, which I assume is like the door side of the house. But or maybe you were talking about something else because that would essentially be the same as having it on the other side. You're just, sitting on the opposite side of the sofa. So um, I have an idea of just like an added bracket that we might be able to find that would kind of pull the TV out. I mean, this is me making up something, but let me try and share. How do I share the screen? Share screen. Okay. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. So like the close proximity from when you're sitting here, right? Like you're sitting on this sofa and you're worried about this like being too close. We could totally switch it to being on this side, but then you would want, so like right now I'm showing these kind of like ladder steps going up to the storage loft. So you would have to move those to the other side if that's not a problem, but the desk might be in the way. So if you put the TV on this side, it would be over here somewhere. Still, if you're sitting at the desk, a little bit better. If you switch the desk to the other side, then you could put the ladder on the other side and keep the TV here. But here's the other idea, is that if we push the TV all the way over on this track that we're already thinking about doing, if we just got some kind of bracket, I was thinking like almost like a door bracket where it pulls out, or maybe like we might be able to find a bracket for a piece of cabinetry that would work, that would kind of have an arm that would allow you to pull the TV out and extend it like this over the stair area. So then when you don't want to watch it, like extend it out, you could just fold it back over. And I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to go look at brackets to see if this would work. But that would be such a nice location for it. I was kind of thinking too, maybe you would want to put it out here, but again, when you fold it away, it would block the door. So, I thought that would be kind of a nice thing, because then if you're sitting here, if there was a way we could like make it so you could angle it however you want, it might be kind of nice. Just because on this wall, it seems like it would store easier. It's not going to block the door in any one area. You don't I like that clash of coming in and out and blocking the door. You really don't want that when you're watching TV. If someone comes and knocks on your door, you don't want to have to move the TV out of the way to get to the door, in my opinion, or if there's an emergency. So that's one idea. We also could do something where it like flips up here, but that doesn't help the proximity. Like it's still pretty close to where you're sitting. So let me know what you think of that. I mean, there might also be a way where we could kind of mount a bracket that comes across this center portion. Like maybe we put some kind of beam across here. The only concern with that is that your TV is still going to be like kind of blocking this area. So you want it to be able to at least move back in front of the wall for storage when you're not watching, or when you're like cooking dinner and you want the TV on. So let me know if you've thought of any other ideas since you sent me that email. Desk. So I was trying to figure out the desk. And this is the more technical model that I'm working on right now with the framing. Everything has this plywood wall paneling right now. It's a 1/2 inch thick, which I think would be the lightest, best option for the tiny house. We could make that either like vertical beat board, horizontal beat board, some kind of actual like boards if you don't want plywood sheets. But those would all be a 1/2 inch thick, so that's kind of what I've used here. The other thing is I think the cat box will fit well in this location, the second stair. I've increased the height of these a little bit and then increased the height of this last one so you can stand on this top step and just kneel onto this and then kind of scoot over. Let me know what you think of that. It's so that this little like landing area is 3 feet wide. And the reason we ended up with that is because I didn't want to pull the loft over the kitchen too much. I felt like when you're cooking here, it would be nice to have this open. So because we're starting the stair where we are, and we don't need that many stairs, it kind of ends with this little landing. Let me know if you're okay with that. The other thing that I'm not liking right now is this wheel well pop out that's sitting here. I was wondering what you think about that. And when you step down here, this is kind of what it looks like now with the steps. There's no paneling on that wall yet. I'm in the middle of it. I was kind of thinking that, let's see, if you're standing here, I'm just looking around. So you can see a little bit more. Turn the roof on. So if you're standing here and you walk in, then you're going to go doop, doop, walk down one step, look up. I was kind of thinking maybe we move the stair over to hide that wheel well, but then in here for the cat box, it only gives you 1'8". Maybe you let me know if this is enough space by 1'8". So maybe that's enough actually. I think it's 16 inches wide. That might be enough space for the cat box still. That's what I was concerned about. So let me know what you think about that. If you walk in the door, if the stair is kind of halfway in between. So I was actually trying to keep the line of the living room at the stair here. So the stairs start over here, that's the kitchen. That line kind of differentiates the living room. But if we move the stair kind of halfway in between, it makes this a little bit of more occluded. And it also makes the landing even longer here, which you could get more storage in. I don't think that would be a problem. But if you're okay with that bump out there, maybe there's a way that we can make that more of a ledge where you could sit or store or like pull it out and be able to store something on that side. Let's see. Just wondering like what it would feel like with a sofa in here. And then this thing you could move. Whatever, move that wherever you want. I guess that pop out's not bad. I don't know about it though. So let me know. It might impede, if we move the stairs over, I think it would impede the living zone a little bit too much. So it might be nice if we could also pull out part of it and just extend the stair a bit. Let's see. What's happening? It doesn't like me today. This is why I normally don't draw when I'm doing a video, is because sometimes it doesn't work the way I want it to. So we could extend, could kind of do that and make that first step a little bit longer and put storage under there. What do you think of that? I don't know if that's just increasing the problem though. Or we just leave it like that. Okay, let me know what you think of that. So here is the box that's going to have to lift up for the, that's the hot water heater back there, which I think if it's in your closet, it actually might be nice to have a little thing there. Okay, so the desk up here. In the plan, you know, I actually just need to point out that I had to move the dishwasher over on this side of the window and move the sink over to the center of the window a little bit more because the dishwasher wouldn't fit with the wheel well here. Because the wheel well is here, the dishwasher wouldn't fit. So I moved the dishwasher over. Let me know if that's okay with you. I think the placement works pretty well, but let me know if you don't like it like that. If you want, I can probably fit it by moving the sink over it. Like we could just swap these two. Let me know if you have a preference. And then, so the desk idea, this is a little foot hammock. So the idea with this is that there needs to be one section of cabinet over here and one section over here, and that would hold up the kind of the brackets that we would need to, or the hinges that we would need to basically open and close this back portion. And this height right now is 13 inches. Wait, 13, 14, 12, 13, 14 inches. And that's based on, that's actually based on my desk from the top of the chair to where I'm sitting. So if you would like that a little bit lower or a little bit higher, we can just make the height of this desk area higher or lower. So let me know what you think, and maybe sit at a desk that you really like the height of. I typically like when I naturally sit, to have my forearms on the desk resting, and then my shoulders can relax. That to me is just more comfortable. You might like it a little lower, a little higher. So let me know. We can adjust that. The idea is that the center portion, this center portion can be closed. So you could put stuff here, like your laptop could kind of live under this area, and then you just grab it and move it up to the top when you want to work, and then you open the back like this would on a hinge. On a hinge. We could close it off. It would just be like this. And then these guys wouldn't stick out like that. You would need to rotate them. This is just like added support. You would want to rotate them. I don't know about, this is like added support because I'm not sure a hinge would work all that great. So you would actually, this one would have to be rotated in. And I was thinking we could just put them on a little bracket. So you rotate that in, and then you take this one, and you rotate that in, and then you would close this back portion, and then so you can store stuff in here and it won't fall off the loft on a normal circumstance. I don't know why I made this shorter. It should be. So when it's fully closed, it looks like this. And you would have to detach this hammock, or maybe you pull the hammock in as you're closing this lid. And I think that if we put this on a concealed hinge, you wouldn't be able to see the hinge. You wouldn't be able to see the hinge, and you could flip it up and hang your feet out. Yeah, I think you could totally like pull this hammock thing in, or whatever little device you sent me. So let me know what you think of that. I have the dimensions at this structural part is 1 foot 1 inch, and then the actual desk part that you sit between was supposed to be 2 foot 6. It looks like it's 2 foot 5. So let me know if you want it a little wider or not. That's just kind of what I thought would be the minimum you would want. So we can make that, you know, quite a bit wider. There's plenty of space. There's another 1 foot 10 on the other side. So dimension that out maybe. And then I have this top depth at 1 foot 4, and then the extension is the height of it, which right now is 1 foot 2. Let me know what you think. Yeah, just working. So I'm gonna be leaving for Detroit at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And I won't be able to work on the tiny house for the next week. It'll be, because it's just, this all lives on my desktop computer now, I was working on this at work, and I'm so busy now I can't do that. So, yeah, let me know. Do you believe I hit myself in the forehead right here with my laptop computer plug? Like swung up and hit me, and I hit myself so hard it broke the skin and cut me. I couldn't even believe it. So now it looks like I have a pimple on my forehead. It's just a cut. So stupid. Started like bleeding down my face in the middle of a training class last week. Very embarrassing. Anyway, yeah. So let me know what you think of these little adjustments. Yeah. I've been trying to make this model more accurate, and it takes me time because I'm kind of looking up how these things could be framed more efficiently. And like I even have a hole in this piece of wood. So that's kind of what's going on. Kind of learning as I go. Normally architects don't draw framing plans for houses necessarily. So for me, this is kind of fun to figure it out. Anyway, alrighty. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's great in LA. I really super miss it. West Virginia sucks. All right, I guess I'll stop now. Talk to you soon. Bye. Wait, I have to get to the screen. How do I get? Okay. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.